welcome to Terraria. This is one of the games that I'm going to start recording to break up some of my other series, because obviously I currently have Bioshock going on, which will have, I want to say, like 4 more episodes. I've done up to episode 6, maybe. No, I've edited 6. I have 7 recorded, ready to edit. And I'll probably end up getting another 4 or 5 after that. 4 is my guess. And then Borderlands 2, which I will have loads of to cover. And in order to break those up, I have recorded a Hades video. I'm going to record a Shadow of the Colossus video. I'm going to record a Batman Arkham Asylum video. And I'm going to do Terraria. I'm going to drop all 4 of those as a block before episode 6 of Borderlands and Bioshock come out, so that we can have a nice little smorgasbord of things that, I can then see which ones you guys take to, which ones you like, which ones you view the most, and then I can kind of make some decisions from that. And then maybe one week I'll do an episode of Bioshock and Borderlands, and I'll put up, a Hades and a Terraria, and the next one I'll do an Arkham Asylum and a Shadow of the Colossus or something like that. And I'll mix and match, and maybe I'll make a schedule, maybe I won't, maybe I'll just drop whichever one I feel like. So I'll have a whole load of variety going on. So I'm going to go into an entirely new character and new world here. I have not loaded up this game in a while, so I don't know what characters I have, so bear with me. I just have one that I have played on for 45 minutes, but I'm not going to use that, especially considering I don't look like that much at this point. So let's get a new character going. I'm going to go with, making my channel name. Why on earth not? I just punched the desk, my bad. I'm going to put it onto just classic to begin with. I'm not a huge fan of journey mode. It admittedly can be nice at a certain point, but I think it only really makes much of a difference when you have certain mods installed as well, which I just don't really fancy doing. So I'm going to set myself up as. So I don't know what class I want to do. For ASMR, I'm thinking maybe, I think a mage playthrough might be a good idea. Or ranger. Ranger has a bit of stealth involved, but then it is loud guns. I don't know what. In pre-hard mode, for the most part, you kind of just go along doing whatever. So I'm gonna stick with that for the time being. Does this game at this point have any hair that looks like what I'm rocking at the minute? My guess is no, and I forget that beards come as part of that package. But those who watch my streams know that I've been growing it out for a while. That's pretty solid. It's not too far off, and none of these really cover stubble or anything like that, so yeah, I think I'm just going to go for that this time. I'm going to make it darker to make it more like my own. Sort out the eye color. Whatever, something like that. Gonna make myself a wee bit paler. Because I'm not that tanned. Oh yeah. So these days I'm liking wearing, I'll go white there, I'll go black there. Then my black shorts, my black leggings and some white shoes. There you go. So now I've got my Morbid Smart character. And Hurtful Lanny of the Hoe. I forgot how weird the random name generation is. What good ones can we get? A spicy pothole of convict. games. I'm going to keep it as medium. I don't particularly like large worlds, because I'm not looking to spend ages and ages on this. As much as I love this game, it is damn near my top 5. For the longest time, it was my second favourite game of all time, behind Dishonored. It then got overtaken by Borderlands, and then again by Bioshock, and then again by Hades, and like, you know, Arkham Asylum and Shadow of the Colossus and that kind of thing. But it's always one that I will always make time for and come back to. It's a tiny game, realistically. It doesn't take up a lot of space. The modding capabilities are insane. I have a modded world that is just the One Piece mod, which is so much fun. And I just love it. I do prefer Crimson, but I'm going to make it random. I'm not going to do expert mode because, you know, we like to be chill. And I just kind of want to enjoy the experience. So let's go and be corrupt world. That's fine. I'm not too bothered by it, honestly. So Terraria is a game that I, for one, think is somewhat underrated at this point, or like underappreciated is more the term. And also, I think it gets sort of misrepresented a lot by, less so nowadays, but it certainly used to, by the Minecraft community, as being like, a lot of people see it as like a poor 2D clone of Minecraft, and I'm like, well, this game came out in 2012. It would have been in development in like 2010 probably. So like, and Minecraft did not blow up as soon as it came out. God knows. Like, it took a few years for it to really find its footing. So I mean, like, I only heard about Minecraft for the first time in 2012, I want to say. So I mean, no, not that I was really kept up with gaming at all, really. Like, we did not have a lot of money, so I didn't really have much in the way of consoles, or certainly not a computer or anything like that. So, like, any gaming related stuff that I got was through other people, and the guys at my school, they weren't really big gaming people anyway. Like, I was a sports guy, like, full and through. Like, I played football, I played tennis, I swam, and still do. I'm currently 2 days out, or I guess due to the way that clocks are, technically 1 day out from finishing off my lifeguard course, which is going really well. Thanks for asking. But that's just a massive sidetrack. Yeah, I don't think this game ever really tried to be what Minecraft was and is, because Minecraft was always all about, you know, exploring in the sense of just walk and walk and walk and see where it gets you, and, you know, get a load of building materials and make a big house, and, you know, oftentimes that's all you'll really need. You'll need a house, and then you can operate entirely out of there. Realistically, you can build it on the water and fish. You can build it into, you know, a mountain and use it as a mine shaft. So I mean, Terraria is exploring in the sense of you have a set defined space. Like, in this map, you've got this space. Go and see, and like, you know, the stuff that's going to be in there. Go out and find the stuff and use that to progress your game. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to make a few very basic NPC block houses to begin with. I like having, I like to try and have something of a semi-decent stock of these built up, just to make life a bit easier for myself later on. One of my least favorite things that they ever added to this game was the NPC happiness system. Just for what felt like the sake of, being awkward. And it's really made it so that you can't just kind of really spam houses at the beginning of the game and just kind of do whatever you want. But, on one hand, I respect it. Like, they don't want to make the game too kind of... I don't think they particularly like when people min-max in this game. Like, they do want you to kind of put the work in and, be creative. And, like, what I was saying before of, like, no, it's not, because of the 2D scale, it's not the same kind of creative endeavor building houses as it is in Minecraft, although I have had a few builds before that I've been really proud of. I made a house out of a meteorite. I've built houses that are trees. I've, made sort of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've made like underground sort of split houses that are like part marble and part granite that I thought were really cool. So I definitely have like creative juices when it comes to this game, but oops, well, I messed that up. But yeah, it is a bit oh, I think I might have made a mistake here. No, there we go. God, I'm completely losing track of where I'm at. Like, I just completely immerse myself. That's the power of this game. Like, you just kind of get lost in the soundtrack, because it really is like enchanting almost. Which is a feature that we'll come across plenty later. Oh, that's bad. I've completely just sidetracked myself and forgotten what I was talking about altogether. You'll have to forgive me for that. Oh yeah, but like at the end of the day, you play Terraria for the cool weapons, for the bosses, for as much as like grinding out resources in games usually sucks. It's my least favorite part about Subnautica is the item grinding. In Terraria, I think it actually has one of, if not the most rewarding, item grinding, I guess, routines, cycles in gaming. Like, if you just get to the point where you dig a giant hole outside your house that goes all the way down to hell, then you need some ore. You can literally just jump on down that hole, and at some point you will find everything that you need down there. Now this is something that's going to annoy me about not having mods, is that I now no longer have my excavation mod, which allows me to just hold a button and mine an entire vein of ore all at once. But you know, I had to show you guys the true experience. I don't know if I'm going to do any modded worlds on this channel. I mean, obviously that's if you guys want that. But I mean, I realistically planned to only do one series on Terraria, to just do it vanilla. Like same thing with doing it expert mode. It will mostly just kind of be the same thing again, just with, you know, a bit of extra difficulty or some new content. Like I will do, if you guys wanted, I could definitely do a One Piece mod series or mini series, or like a Calamity mod one, or like equip just all the mods that I use, so you guys can see, because I generally spend more time playing modded Terraria than vanilla, so you guys could see that if you wanted to, but like, you know, like as usual, I'm just trying to get that engagement, you know what I mean? So I'm always asking about in my Borderlands videos, and my Bioshock videos and stuff like that, is if you guys just give me your opinions on what you want to see, and to the best of my ability, I'll try and follow through with that. So, as far as this episode of this goes, though, I honestly, as bad as it sounds, don't really have any major plans of what I want to do. What I should probably honestly do is farm out some slimes to try and get some torches. Because God knows I cannot see right now. Oh, the music in this game is so elite. I actually think the underground theme is one of the most underrated in the game. But one of my particular favorites is the underground Hallow music. I think that's absolutely beautiful. We won't get to hit that for a while, unfortunately, but see, the underground desert is a really good place to get resources early on, but I will just die there, and I don't particularly fancy doing that. But yeah, I don't really have any goal for this first episode. Obviously, I've built those little starter houses. I would like to be able to get the merchant in, so I can get some torches, like just when I need them. Oh yeah, I need to place these. Yeah. One of these down here. Doesn't really feel like my movement speed goes up at all, but you know, even if it's a placebo, then I'll take it. Let me get some of these mushrooms. Okay, something I definitely need to do is, try and upgrade past this copper short sword, which I always forget is what you start off with. For some reason, I thought it was the case that you start off with the wooden sword on on PC. Like I always think that for some reason, and it always turns out to not be the case. Which I mean, again. It does turn out that, well, that's gone well. The copper short sword is much better on PC than it is on console, just because you have a much easier time directing where it goes. But God, I'm recording this late at night, by the way. I've been up for a long, long time today, because of my course. It doesn't mean that this is something that I'm happy to use, is the sentence I was trying to finish off there. get all these guys in front of me at the same time. There we go. Does the job though. Maybe that'll be my main goal of this episode, to try and just get my signature weapon, you know. That put me on 6 silver, I believe. I think the merchant's either 5 or 10 silver, I don't quite remember. Oh, that sucks. Go. I can't make that. Internally, I could if I used my rope, but that's going to be for a rainy day. First fallen stars is very nice. So I might as well give a little bit of history with myself in this game. Generally, when I'm playing this, I always tell myself that I'm going to start off playing a certain way, or rather I start off playing that way, and then I almost always just end up reverting back to a warrior melee build anyway, just because honestly, in my opinion, the selection of melee weapons is easily like the most expansive and oftentimes the most satisfying as far as I'm concerned. I mean, when you like go full yo-yo build, I think the Terrarian is the most satisfying weapon in the game by a fairly comfortable distance. Like the damage that it puts out is absurd. And my collection of favorite weapons has always been the melee ones, like the OG vampire knives that, you know, I still think are really good and really worth picking up. The Flare-On, obviously, from back in those good old days when Duke Fishron was the final boss, which just felt so out of place. The Solar Eruption being, in my opinion, the best pillar fragment weapon. The Daybreak is also amazing. The Death Sickle or Death Scythe, whatever it's called, from the Solar Eclipse. Like even the yo-yos that don't have those crazy effects, you know, the Eye of Cthulhu yo-yo, oh god, I'm yawning all that. The Yellets, the Amarok, like the ones like that. Once you get the yo-yo bag accessory, they like just a regular ass yo-yo feels great to use. I just realised it's gonna be the case that I've got to switch some controls back. By the way, this absolutely sucks. Oh yeah, usually I don't do that, I use my pickaxe. That's why it feels like that's why I felt like I use my, I use a wooden sword instead, because I'm swinging around a pickaxe. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's frustrating. There's not much you can do against that, realistically. Okay. Well, I don't appreciate how long the night is compared to the day in this game. It does really bug me. Especially considering you can't sleep, which I think is one of, if not my least favorite thing about Terraria. It's a very kind of minor gripe, but it really does make a huge difference because, you know, if you want to deal with all of this stuff, by all means, you should be allowed to. But it shouldn't have to be like forcing you to, you know, to fight this stuff off for, you know, 12 minutes, however long it is. Also, we just got our first accessory. We've got the shackle. Very nice. I mean, very nice is maybe a bit of a slight exaggeration. It is, I mean, if you can get a warding one, that's +5 defense, and that's not nothing. It's certainly better than, like, you know, the aglet, or like just on its own, or, you know, I was going to say the guide to plant fiber cordage as well, but honestly I get loads of use out of that, so I can't even say that really. Okay, these demon eyes are getting on my nerves. I've died to 2 of them already. They don't take a lot of knockback from my pickaxe either. Oh, I was really hoping that wasn't gonna happen. Ow. Just trying to slowly push out this way. I'm trying not to die, because I've already had quite enough of that. And now it's daytime again, good. Might as well get a little bit more money while I can. I don't know if you can equip multiple shackles at the same time, actually. Never tried it. Oh. You just decided to go down there and get stuck. Very nice. Let me do that. Ah, no you can't. Okay, whatever. Well, menacing is the second best reforge that you can get, so that's cool. Since, I mean, the best is warding, in my opinion. I mean, as a melee player, it is just hardwired into my brain that you need a lot of armor and health and that kind of thing. But, you know, menacing is also incredibly good. Because, I mean, more damage is more damage at the end of the day. So, okay, that's me at 24. So, was it 50 silver that I needed? That feels heavily weighted. You know? Doesn't feel like it should be that much. Let's make some of these. Just make life easier for myself in the future. I do always love having a snow biome somewhere decently nearby. So, having it this far out, I'm kind of okay with, because it means that for the time being, I've got all this space that's not going to be corrupted. However, I mean, eventually in hard mode, little bits will sort of start popping up around here, and those will spread upwards. So that will become a thing, whether I like it to or not. But then Hallow will, knowing my luck, the Hallow will almost definitely spawn between here and home, which will properly get on my nerves. So, I would like to just kind of get a decent bit of the surface explored here, and I'd like to go for at least one kind of decently big caving session. Just help myself out a bit. Bodies of water like this at the start of your game are just terrible for you. Okay, so this leads straight into the corruption, which really isn't a place that I should be at. However, if I don't go through here, then that just means I'm going to end up having to walk back, which is going to take a long time. So, in this one situation, I don't hugely mind the idea of just kind of taking a death. Just to kind of get back home quicker. So what might I actually do? Because this is only going to do 1 damage at a time. Yeah, and you have too much health for that to be worthwhile. Yeah, I'm just going to let it happen. I was going to say, or not, apparently. I was able to hold this off pretty well. So yeah, that... I swear I am usually okay at this game, but that is 3 deaths immediately. Okay, first thing I'm going to do when I'm here is I'm going to put a campfire outside. Just to, well, firstly for the atmosphere, and secondly to boost my regeneration while I'm at home. Right, give me you. Oh, and it's legendary. Very nice. Right, you can go. A bow could also be okay, but I'm not hugely worried. I generally just don't bother with the wooden armor. So, let's go. See if we can't get ourselves a little mining session going. I might head over and see if how much of the underground desert I can brave. Just because it is probably my favorite starting area for ores. The underground desert is really good for that, and the underground snow biome is also really good for that. I'd say the snow biome is generally a bit more friendly, but it's not a huge factor really. As I've shown, I'm not above taking a death when I have to. Let's swap these around, please. I forgot the underground desert has its own music theme, and it's not very pleasing to listen to. Well, this bit is kind of Doom-esque, except no, it's not. Alright, so it is at this point of the game that you need as much as you can get. Like, you cannot pick and choose right now. Okay, I also need to be careful of that. Ow. Ow. Okay, I did not think that would come my way for some reason. Oh, my brain is not in the right state for this game right now. Let me just see where things are at. You know what, I might leave it at this one for now, honestly. I've not necessarily gotten much done, well, much of anything done. But, you know, we've done a little bit of exploring. We've died a bunch of times, which is great. Terraria is a very difficult game to begin with. You know, we've introduced a few of the core mechanics to the new people around, and yeah, my being up for a long time these past few days has finally caught up to me, it seems. So I think I'm going to shut it off there for tonight. And next time we will head down into the desert. Hopefully not die so much. Maybe get some armor. Maybe get the merchant come in to buy an anvil. Maybe get the nurse along. Have a good time. So I will try and get a bunch more videos made and put up on both this channel and my main channel over the coming weeks when I'm free again. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on those videos very, very soon. Have a good night, everyone.